What up? It's 929 WDUP, New London's home of Thomas Hip Hop and R&B. It's your boy Mike Mitch Ill, man. And we got, a special guest, man. One of my favorite groups of all time, man. Shazam from H-Town, man. Shazam, what up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's up? What's up, Shazam in the building, man? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? What's going on with you?
cool, man. Thank you for, tapping in with us, man. Legend. So let's talk about what you got going on right now, man. The Back It Up for Love, Back It Up for Love remix. Strokey Dope. You got a lot going on your own right, man. Let's talk about them the trades real quick.
Yeah, man. I decided to start my own label, Shazam Music Inc., man, and I've been dropping music, man, solo since like 2023 right now, and dropped a couple of R&B joints. I dropped a dance joint, and now I got this Southern Soul country type joint. You know what I'm saying? So the one right now we did the Back It Up for Love original, but we have the Back It Up for Love remix now that got more of that country Southern Soul vibe to it, and it's doing real well. I was already hit 5 million on TikTok. It only been out like it's a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? So people been loving the song all over the world, and I'm just real pleased with it, man. So we just trying to get everything rolling on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, yo, what kind of made you want to take that pivot towards that genre? Like, you think of yourself, A-Sound, the group, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like baby making music, 90s R&B, and now like you pivot to where you currently at, you know what I mean, doing the country infused music, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, talk about that pivot for you.
Well, man, it always have been a dream of me and my brother Dino, R.I.P., rest in peace,
R&B,
Dino.
wow, yeah.
We always want to do different genres of music, you know what I'm saying? And, since I started my own label, I'm my own boss, I decided, hey, man, I want to put my hands in a little bit of everything. And I decided to dibble and dabble and do some country and some dance and some Southern soul. It's just something that we always want to do. And right now, that country and that Southern soul is hot right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like, I have a voice that can fit on all those type of tracks like that. So it was just really a dream of mine, man. But R&B is gonna always be number one because that's where my roots come from. But I'm an artist, man. I'm a diverse artist. I like to try a little bit of everything and get interested in getting new fans too. So that's what really made me do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And big up GI, man. You know what I mean? Much love to homie, man. Man, I'm up here too.
Yeah, yeah. What's up,
Project
Ti?
word, man. But yeah, going back to your brother, rest in peace, Dino, man. Like, yo, back in those times in like the 90s, y'all was really kind of like having the urge to actually, try this genre out. I know y'all from H-Town, y'all from Texas. Like back
Yeah.
then, y'all really had that urge to actually try this genre out.
Yeah. Back then, you know what I'm saying? We Texas boys, you know what I'm saying? They've been
Yeah,
riding horses out here doing things in Houston,
yeah,
but we always want to, dibble and dabble in different genres of music, you know what I'm saying? It was like a dream like of me and my brother. If my brother was here right now, I think he'll be doing a little bit of everything right now. He wouldn't just be doing R&B. He'll be doing what I'm kind of doing right now. So I'm kind of fulfilling that dream for the both of us by
wow.
doing some country and Southern soul and dance and stuff like that, and along with some R&B. So it's just always been a dream of ours.
So yo, man, you kind of giving out snippets about the video for your upcoming visual for your record, Back It Up for Love remix. Talk about that. You know what I mean? You got a whole stable. You got, them
Yeah,
boys
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Talk about that a little bit,
yeah.
man.
So we're shooting the video August the 1st. Out in Houston, Texas, a little right outside Houston, Texas.
Mhm.
We got a real barn, real horses and animals and stuff like that. We're gonna make it like a trail ride party. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we're gonna try to have some fun with this video. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be August the 1st. So anybody that's out here in Houston or want to be in the video, y'all DM me on IG at Shazam of H Town, at
Mhm.
Shazam of H Town on IG and TikTok. So, if you want to come get your little cameo or check it out, if you're here in Houston or you may fly in, DM me and I'll give you what the location is.
Yeah.
August 1st, 2026, baby.
Yeah, man. Tell them 929 sent you. See, yo, all y'all listening out there, man. Yo, make sure y'all catch the direct flight down in Houston. You know what I mean? Link up on me and Shazam. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be dope, man. So, like, yo, you got these like individual records. Like, do you feel like you can put out a whole EP, a whole project of that if you haven't already?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. My solo project is gonna be more of a country / Southern soul project. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And this is also a way of me reinventing myself, you know what I'm saying, outside of H-Town. We have H-Town, but Shazam Conner is kind of going to a different level of music, like dance, pop, house, and country, and all that type of stuff, in Southern Soul. So it's more of me reinventing myself to where I'm at now in life, also my age and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but don't get it twisted. We gonna still, me and GI H-Town is still working on some baby making for the H-Town fan, but Shazam Conner is just going to another lane right now.
Hey man, I respect that, man. You're not trying to box yourself in. You're able to, you know what I mean, you're an artist where you can tap all the, you know what I mean, all the boxes, check all the boxes, you feel me? So I respect that for real. You know what I mean? So like, yo, talk about the success of Strokey Dope, man. That number's running up. You know what I mean? The numbers
yeah. Yeah, Strokey Dope, man, was like, it actually went viral all over TikTok and everything. And it was my first song, you know, I put out that hit over 1 million streams on Spotify and went #1 on iTunes. Also went top 20 on Billboard. So it was a very, very successful song for being independent. You know what I'm saying? I'm a small independent company.
Yeah.
And all my singles I dropped have hit like top 20 on Billboard, which is a very great success for me as a soloist, and my whole catalog is like over 40 million streams worldwide. My whole catalog, so you know it's a blessing right now to be independent, and you know we're just gonna keep on bringing it.
Yeah, but on top of that, like you got your own imprint, Shazam Inc. You know, are you looking for like new talent? Like you know, have you got yourself a roster already? Like talk about that a little bit in depth.
Well, you know, we checking out new artists and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like the type of person. If I sign an artist, I want to really make sure I can help them and really do something for them or stuff like that. So, you know, we look at, I haven't really found one. Well, I actually do got my own one kid, but I haven't really found no talent yet that really just knocked me off my socks. It's just one kid got my eye right now. But, you know, it's a possibility if we run across the right talent that really moves us, we may check it out and do something with it. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so yo, getting to that, you know, you haven't found, you know, the right one to actually add to your imprint. Talk about like your views on the current game. Like matter of fact, nowadays in 2026, like is there a place for a H-Town? You know what I mean? Is there a place for like, you know what I mean, a 112 or one of them 90s, you know, classic groups? Is there a place for that now?
Well, I think it is because, you know, people, they ready for that real R&B again. They're ready for that real music again. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we go in concert, the concerts sell out 25,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So they let you know people still want to hear the R&B thing, but the problem is the industry kind of try to throw the R&B thing out and you know try to make it distinct. But the fans love it. So I think it's most definitely a lane for all the 90s acts. You know what I'm saying? The deal is people. The fans, y'all gotta really support the music. You know, y'all gotta go download the music, stream it, and spread the word. You know, we can kind of keep this music alive because you know a lot of times people want the R&B to stay, but they're not really supporting it properly. So you know, but it's most definitely a lane because people just I think they're ready to make love again and to be you know and not you know a lot of these young guys they do porn, so they're ready to just you know make love and be subliminal again and give them some real good R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man. I can say this, man. Knocking the Boots was like my legit favorite baby making R&B joint I ever heard, and I was like 11. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I ain't know nothing about no R&B and nothing like that. The first record I fell in love with, man, like yo, I just want to play this with the chick in the shower or something like that. Was Knocking the like, yo, man. Who produced that record? I know I can do a quick Google search, man, but like talk about that record.
My God, one of our producers named Stick, he produced that record. And you know, we vocal produced it and also wrote it. We wrote it and arranged it, vocal arranged it and everything like that. And but a guy named Stick, Bishop Burrell, he produced that. Yeah.
So yo, talk about like the significance of like, you know, I mean, producers such as the artist you named, I mean the producer you named for that record and producers back then when y'all putting out, you know, the part-time lovers, they like it slow. To now, you know what I mean? Like, how important is the production side of it? Kind of bring like the classic R&B that a lot of us kind of want, you know what I mean, to bring back to the forefront.
Well, you know, it's very important, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that we used back then for the keyboards and modules and the way we were recording, a lot of stuff we was recording on analog, you know what I'm saying, like that
Yeah.
tape. We was recording on tape, like the ones that turn, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of now it's more digital. So we
Yeah.
had a bigger sound and thicker, warmer sound back then. And just some of the sounds that we used back then, they don't use today, you know what I'm saying? But I find myself more and more people are starting to get into the 90s thing. That's why a lot of people are starting to sample the 90s music. And like Tyler Creator just remade one of H-Town songs, maybe like a
We
year
just
ago.
played it with the backseat joint, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the backseat joint, you know, so there's a lot of joints being worked. So that 90s era and that R&B era, you know, they even when they try to kill it, these young guys, somebody gonna take it and sample it and keep it alive.
So yo, let me ask this, man. I always want to ask somebody who actually put out hits, classic, timeless music. Like yo, if we want to recapture the sounds, why don't we just use the instruments of tools that were used during that time? Because like, yeah, it's very convenient to have these new tools, and it makes it so much easier to actually make these sounds. But boom, the best records ever was like maybe the analog, tools or whatever was used in the '90s. Like, would you recommend like a producer, anything, any artist, anything to kind of like recapture that using those old tools to recapture that sound?
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it, but I think probably could be the problem. Some of the stuff is you can't find it anymore. Like some of the MP3 drum machines and stuff that we used back then, they probably don't sell them now. You got to go try to find out how to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like different modules and stuff like that we was using, and I'm not sure they can find it, but it's probably not as easy to get your hands on the stuff that we had back that was like over 30 some years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we over here with Shazam H-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, one of my favorite R&B groups of all time. Like, yo, do y'all feel like I hate to ask this question because like it's a double-edged sword. Like, I don't think you guys are underrated at all. But I feel like you guys could actually be rated even higher. You know what I mean? You're placing like, the history of the genre. Where do you guys feel like you guys are at? And then like, do you feel like, you kind of underappreciated at all? Y'all got classics, man.
Well, I think H-Town's one of we one of the top 10, most definitely the top 10 best R&B groups out there in the world. But our problem was always being, man, we never had a major machine. We never had to be with a major label. We was always independent. Even with Luke Records, he was independent. People don't forget Luke Records was the first Master P and Cash Money.
Absolutely.
Luke Records was kind of there before they was doing it. He ended up a successful R&B group, rappers, Two Loud Crew, and then all the other JT Money and all the other rap groups Luke had. And that we was independent, even with for them through relativity, everything. We never had that major push like everybody else, but we always found a way to have some great success because the fans just kind of took to the music and kind of helped us. But if we would have all had that major machine and that major push, people have never got to the point of where I'm just tired of H-Town. I remember like once upon a time, TLC was so hot. You like, I'm just tired of hearing TLC. Or either Destiny Child, I'm tired of them. But we never had that where people got tired. It's like H-Town come, we hit you, bam, tease you, and we out of there because, it was mainly because the label did not have the major marketing dollars and push that we deserve to have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's crazy. Like, it's a story in itself, to link up with Luke back in the 90s, Luke Campbell, you know what I'm saying? He had his own, story with Two Loud Crew and, being the sole responsible of, like, putting the parental advisory on, like, album covers and stuff like that. Like, again, we want to talk about what you got going on today, but of course, we got to kind of, dip and dab into, like, the style, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what was it like linking up with Luke Campbell back in the early 90s when y'all did, man?
Man, it was a learning experience, a life learning experience. Luke taught us a lot, and we learned a lot through Luke and the business and stuff like that. And then some things we didn't understand. We were so young, man, like 16, 17 years old. We was really teenagers, and a lot of things that was going on with the label we really didn't understand. So or people could say anything to us to brainwash us really quick because we was not just there mentally. You know what I'm saying? But it was a learning experience, and I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret nothing. I mean, look, I always show love and give props to Luke Cameron and Luke Records because they the first one gave H-Town a break. Without them, it wouldn't have been no H-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yo, again, big up to GI, man. You know what I'm saying? Great guy, man. We walked up, we was at Foxwood, man. You know, I was able to meet Shazam, GI. And somehow we just like me and GI was just walking. We walked into the shrine and we had the like the
Yeah.
section next to GI and everybody came through. One of the dopest nights I had, man, recently.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all got any like tour dates up here, up northeast? You know what I mean? Y'all come back to Foxwood?
Right now, I know we got you know what, man? I don't even know my schedule, but I know we got a lot of tour dates getting ready to come. I think we got Kansas City coming up. I think we have Virginia. I think we're gonna be doing Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So we got a few dates that's, you know, people just stay tuned. We'll be looking out for, but we most definitely are working and doing sure. Then we might be able to do some overseas stuff between Germany and the UK and Australia. You know what I'm saying? So we're just trying to stay busy right now, man, and stay working out. And me, I'm doing this solo thing, working on a new solo project, an EP, y'all. We're gonna have about
Yeah.
6-7 songs EP that's gonna be coming real soon.
Yeah, man. And yo, I want to shout out Marty A. Johnson, man. That's my guy, New London all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how y'all link up with Marty A. Johnson? And then we want to talk about the EP more in depth. You know, you say you might have like 5 or 6 songs off that. Like, what you could reveal off of that, you know, let us know. You know what I mean? If you don't mind.
Um, um, well, I have about 6 songs. I think it's gonna be about 6 or 7 songs. It's just a lot of songs. I'm just gonna say there's a lot of my personal experiences and things I went through in life. You know, it's called Drunken Love because I was drunk a
Yeah.
lot when I did it.
Hey,
You know,
do you feel
just,
like
you know
it's
what
the
I'm
best
saying?
vibe though? Like, you know what I mean? Your
You
inhibitions
know,
was
it's a
gone.
vibe,
Like,
it's true
yeah,
stories and just stuff stories that happened to me in my life. And we're gonna
yeah,
be talking about that. So it's more like a EP, man. That's really my life in this and just from stories that I had that went on in my life with my woman and just through everything. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be looking out for this coming. I'm finishing it up now. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey, yo,
it'll be coming.
you got a name for it? You know what I'm saying? You got like a name for the actual project. You still working title.
Drunken Love.
Oh, you definitely going? I like that.
That's the name of the title,
Yo,
Drunken
nigga,
Love.
H10, you know what I mean?
Cause they
Beyonce, you
probably
know.
gonna say, man, on this EP, he was drunk most of the time.
Yo, man. But yo, all right, back, you know, I better ask for another 90s question. But like, yo, when y'all was doing the joints, yo, was y'all drunk then? Like, yo, that's like, I feel like that was like the best
Now we
vibe.
weren't.
Like,
Now we weren't
inhibitions
drunk
boom.
then. We were just
Forced up.
some horny teenagers. We were just some horny teenagers then, man. And
I know
then we
y'all was like
was,
19, right? 19, 20 or something like that. Y'all was youngins, right?
yeah, 17 and 18 when Knock on the Boots came
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying? But we were just some horny teenagers at the time, man, and that we would write our music off of personal experience and also other people's experiences that we
Yeah.
was around. So it was just like that, you know. We hadn't really started drinking yet, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, but how crazy is that? Like you putting out classics in your teens, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's that like now? Like people that grew along with you, man, that's the same age bracket as you. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like the 90s, yo, like, yo, people seem more mature, more aged at that time to put out these like mature records. You put out Knocking the Boots at 19, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, people you know, they appreciate the I'm glad that we came out singing like adults though, because we
Yeah.
bad we don't stereotyped it as a teen act because
Mhm.
that would have been horrible. We came out singing adult music. You know, our first 2 songs was Knock on the Boots and Lick You Up. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get no freakier than that. So, you know, we just glad we came and came out singing as adults and versus being like teeny boppers or a teeny
Yeah.
band.
So, yo, for somebody out there taking a Shazam show, you know what I mean? Do you kind of like incorporate like both sides of like the music you currently got going on, what you pushing, which is actually doing, you know what I mean, Eunice and actually pushing, you know what I mean, the culture forward, you know
Well,
what
you
I mean?
know, when I do a solo show, I always give them a little bit of H-Town. I don't give them a
Yeah,
lot, but I may give them a little bit of H-Town. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still in H-Town. I still represent H-Town.
right.
But mainly I do a lot of my new stuff, and I may just do a sprinkle a little bit of H-Town on them, let them know, hey, it's still there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm talking about like full totality of your career, of Shazam. You know what I mean? Like what record make the women drop their panties the most with? You know what I'm saying? Like the records you got now, 90s joint, something in between, man. Like what
Oh, you
record?
know, man, you know, always, man, when people hear like knock on the boots, lick you
Yeah.
up, they like it slow, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Part-time lover. All those records make those women just go drive them wild. Sex Bowl, we got a song called Sex Bowl.
Wow.
So Ways to Treat a Woman. All those songs and women, it drive the women crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, yo, can we see like a bio or like, some sort of doc on the whole movement, yourself, your group, you know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all actually put out a biopic of what
we're working on trying to get something together like a documentary or a biopic on H-Town. We're actually in the midst of trying to work on that now. You know what I'm saying? So we try to dibble and dabble in all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yo, how important is you to kind of establish your own like identity outside of H-Town? Of course, like you always like you are H-Town, you know what I mean? You always gonna be a part of that. But like, you're doing your solo things, Shazam Conner, you know what I mean? So like, is that like very important to you to kind of establish your own niche, you know what I mean?
Yeah, establish my own lane. It's almost like, people don't realize some of the biggest soloists and people, they come from a group and they reinvent themselves. Like Michael Jackson come from a group. He reinvented himself to the king of pop. CeeLo Green came from a group, a gangster rapper, and just went left, started singing and went doing top 40 music. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize Pitbull was a gangster rapper. He was signed to Luke. He was a gangster rapper, and now he came back as a pop rapper. You know what I'm saying?
One of the biggest ever.
Trying to always good at trying to reinvent yourself to do things like Ricky Martin. People don't know Ricky Martin was in a singing group. You know what I'm saying? Called the Benudos, and George Michaels was in a group called Wham. You know what I'm saying? So all these guys come from group, but they always did something to reinvent themselves. So that's why I kind of want to introduce myself and come with some country, southern soul, and pop dance. I'm doing a little bit of everything. So that's it. Yeah, but H-Town is still there. We still doing that. It's still in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and absolutely, man. You in your own pocket. You creating your own lane, but you still got that, you know what I mean, that history with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is more rewarding, man? Like, your work behind the scenes, like writing and singing and all that, or like, you know what I mean, performing.
What is what now?
Like, what is kind of like more rewarding for you? Like, you know what I mean? What you put behind the scenes, like in the studio, or actually performing in front of people?
Well, I say performing. I like performing. Performing. And I like recording when it's easy, an easy song to do, or it's a good song. You know what I'm saying? But performing is nothing like that. Performing because you get that live energy, the live crowd, and you hear people say, "I love you," and they love your music. So I would say performing more than recording.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So so what's on deck for Shazam, 2026, 2027?
Well, 2026, man, like I said, we got the new single out, Back It Up for Love remix.
Yeah.
That's out of all digital platforms. We're going to be working on dropping my EP called Drunken Love. We're going to dropping the EP Drunken Love. And going to have about 6-7 songs on it. Then we got the H-Town World Tour. And then also Shazam. I'm going to be doing some touring myself. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of big things working on. GI is working on GI got like a little radio thing he been working on, and he got a couple of acts. I think that he got it with his own entertainment company. So we're just doing it all, man. While we still here and young enough to do it, we're just doing it all right now.
Now, respect, man. Like, it really does sound like you enjoy your independence. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see you, me branching out. And, like, you mindful, like, there's other lanes now. You know what I mean? There's other genres to tap into. And you know what I mean? Diving right into it. You feel me? So, yeah, I respect that. Yeah. So, as far as, like, the Back It Up for Love remix, you got, like, a estimated time when that video is going to drop?
Well, we shooting the video August the 1st. And, I don't have an exact time, but once we shoot the video, it takes us a process of editing it. So it may be out in maybe like another month and a half, a couple of months, you know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure it's right, but we started to shoot it August the 1st.
Yeah. Hey, yo, and on top of that, man, just covering your whole career, man, what keeps you hungry, man, motivated, man? Been doing it from the 90s, 2000 up until now, you know what I'm saying? What keeps you hungry, man?
The number one thing, man, for me is keeping my brother legacy alive. Like I told H-Town. Yeah. And then doing this country and pop and dance, it was a dream of both of ours. So he's not here to do it, so I'm kind of taking the slack up. And I also do it for my fans, man. I do it for the true H-Town fans that love to see that me and G.I. still continuing to do it,
Word, man. Yeah, much love to GI, man. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to have GI on here too, you know what I mean? But like yo, Shazam, man, been an honor, man, have you on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Again,
Hey,
knocking the booth, one of my first baby making favorite song ever. And I was like 11. I was baby my so I respect that, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Anything else you want to say to the people, man? I'm gonna queue up
yeah,
your records and all that, man. We're gonna play
yeah,
Back It Up for Love, Strokey Dope, all that.
yeah. Well, I want to tell everybody to follow me on Instagram at Shazam of H-Town. At Shazam of H-Town on Instagram and at Shazam of H-Town on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And also you can send me a video dancing to my new single, Back It Up a Little Remix, and I'll post it. Add me on there and I'll post it.
Yeah, there we have it, man. 929 WDUP, man. Shazam Conner, man. A-Town, iconic, man. Hey, yo, Shazam, man. Yo, can you hang back for 1 second? I gotta get a drop from you, man. But we gonna get to
Most definitely. Let's
the
do it.
Back It Up for Love remix, man. 929 WDUP. Marty A. Johnson, salute, what?